Have you ever thought about what was actually holding you back? And not in fear or life in general, but in your time and where your attention is going. I don't think we know how much our phones are stealing from our life, from our dreams, and from becoming the person that we want to be. It is stealing not only our attention, our energy, our thought process, and it's also shaping who we're building when our life that we actually want is waiting for us. And this is not saying that you can never use your phone. Guys, I post on Instagram. I have a community here. My phone is part of my passion project and my purpose and where I'm going. But somewhere along the way, did I fall into the trap of scrolling on social media, the phone games? I'm a big supporter of the little phone games that get me and my brain going and push my limits of how I think. I love a good puzzle game. But honestly, is it a tool anymore, or is it becoming a habit that is distracting me from the life that I want? Today, I want us to rethink our relationship with our phones, not because they're bad or they're destroying your life, but because we deserve a life that has all of our attention, we have control, and we get to live the life of our dreams. So that's what we're talking about today, is really living life a bit more than just being within our phone in a screen and diving deep into other people's lives. So welcome back to Balance While Blooming. My name is Bridget. I'm 27 years old. I'm a wife, a stepmom, and I work a full 9 to 5. I am very busy and I'm very passionate. So here I share how I believe in myself, how I build the life of my dreams, how I find balance, bloom consistently to become the person I want to be. And over the last 3 years, I have transformed my life with the belief to become system, and now I get to share with you guys with everyday things. I'm also on a Thrive to 30 journey where I am becoming my best self as I'm 30, and these snippets that aren't part of that Thrive to 30 are things that I've realized how I'm growing and how I'm transforming my life throughout this journey. And today we're talking about our phones and how it is taking up our lives, and really understanding that there's an awareness that has to happen to change. So first off, you have to understand the problem. Our phones aren't just taking our time. They're taking away our attention, our focus, our creativity, and even our peace of just living our day-to-day life. We're losing that in the moment presence with other people. And we've become so used to reaching for our phones that we don't even notice how often we're on it or why we're going on it anyways. So I really want to make sure that you realize that your notifications are always in the back of your head. You're wondering who is reaching out to you. You are filling those quiet moments. You're always understanding where other people are and not always focused on your life. And you're comparing yourself to others when honestly, we're all on our own journey and on our own path. And feeling mentally scattered is because we are so engrossed with everything that's happening. We see the news right away. We are getting that dopamine. We are getting all this information at once, and we're honestly consuming too much instead of creating the life that we want. So really, I want you to think about what in your phone is keeping you from experiencing your life. If it's taking the shape of your life and taking control of your life, then what kind of life do you actually want to pay attention to if it's no longer your phone? Now, don't get me wrong. You can't just remove the scrolling and everything that you want to build is just going to magically happen. But how can you spend less time on your phone to actually build the things you want? Let's think about this as a slower morning where you maybe give yourself time to journal, be creative, and have more time in the moment. Maybe you get to read more on paper or on a Kindle that doesn't have notifications. Maybe it's having those stronger relationships, spending time with your loved ones, and understanding the friendship, your emotional relationships, and as a couple who you want to be. You also get to finish projects, focus on projects, and be more creative and more purposeful with your life? Or is it just learning and creating something on your own, or growing your faith to be present in this moment? All of these areas of life can be focused on more in your life when your dream life isn't just being built by watching someone else's, and you actually take control back of who you want to be. So if you had 2 extra hours, what would your life look like? Because honestly, think about it. We all have huge screen times. We have so much going on. And even though there are hours on my phone that I am productive, let me tell you, there's hours that I am just scrolling, playing games on my phone, and not being productive at all. So we need to create the boundaries that give our attention back, that we have control. And these are small changes that are going to create the big transformation. Before you check your phone, let's think about it. Can you get a coffee? Can you stretch? Can you go to the gym? Can you pray? Can you read? Can you just sit outside in nature? What is it going to look like when your day begins without the internet? For me, I do sometimes still play on my phone, but try to stay away from the internet. I am a podcast girly, and in the morning when I just want to lay in bed and kind of wake up, normally that's when I watch my YouTube podcasts and I play a game on my phone. But honestly, what would it look like if I went and made a coffee, or I journaled, or I spent my time in my Bible, or I just stretch, or I wake up a little bit later and go right to the gym, or I come into the office and work here? It's really creating that space. Don't keep your phone attached to you. It's important that you keep it outside of the room that you're currently in. You put it across the room while you're working, or you keep it in your purse when you're out to dinner. My husband and I go out to dinner, and the amount of times that couples, even younger couples than us, and we're in our late 20s, early 30s, that or friends or whoever that go out to eat and then sit on their phone the entire time, it annoys the crap out of me. I love people watching. I love just separating myself. We have family dinner at my mom's house every other weekend-ish, and I try to just get there, put my keys and my phone aside, and be in the moment, because it's really important that we create that intentional distance and not feel gravitated to exactly being pulled all the time. So really find those phone-free moments where you can choose to be completely in the moment in real life. This can be walks, workouts, during movies, date nights, family time, where you can take that extra 20-30 minutes where you can be in the moment, intentional, and choose to be away from your phone. For us, it's really hard around meals. We usually watch TV and do meals, but let me tell you, if we're out to eat or we're out in the moment, we try to really stay away from our phones. My workouts, I love a good music, but I'm not scrolling in between my sets. Can I go for a walk without my phone? Of course, but I like having the stimulus or the sound around me. But it's just I'm removing my phone away. It's also when I do have my phone, I'm checking in less. Notice every time that you think of, oh, I'll just check who texted me. Oh, let me see if someone posted, or let me see what's happening in someone's life. Did they reach out to me? What is happening? And really being so involved in your phone, it's really important to think, do I actually need to know what's going on 24/7? Do I actually have to grab my phone, check that, look at this, do that? Of course, there's aspects of your phone such as Google, researching, and so much more that is, let me grab my phone and look into that, is different than, hey, let me go scroll on social media for 5 minutes. So really replace the habit with something. Don't leave empty space for when you used to be on your phone. Maybe it's starting a passion. Maybe it's reading, puzzles, journaling, gardening. Find a hobby that you can replace it with that is going to not only simplify your life, but it's going to turn your brain away from that dopamine that is from other people, and you get to choose what it is, because your brain is always looking for something to do. And so many of us were born on the phone, tablet, and everything like that, that you choose to give your life back to you, that is now going to excite you, make you happier, make you more joyful, and lead you to who you want to be, and not drain you from comparison, fear, the unknown, and honestly just fear of what's happening in everyone else's life, that you're missing out on something. It's important that we make this change to protect our attention and know that life is going to continue going with or without you. And life doesn't just slow down, but it slows down in the best way. You not only have less comparison, less stress of other people's lives, but you're also going to have deeper conversations with people. You're going to be in the moment. You're going to be more present. You're going to have better sleep because you're not scrolling in midnight. You are going to have better focus, better creativity, more happiness. And instead of constantly reacting distracting, you start living with that intention. You stop feeling like it is just day by day and the days are passing by, and you get to be present in the moment to experience life one day at a time and make the moves that you want. So who are you going to be without your phone? Let's really talk about it. This is what this video is all about, of who is she when she's not distracted. Your phone is just one aspect of that, and I want to remind you that as you are becoming the person of your dreams, this can be overall all screen time, from television to watching YouTube to being on your phone to social media. It does not matter what it is. Why are you constantly being distracted? And who is she when you aren't distracted anymore? Are you more intentional? Are you more present? How curious and creative can you be? And how peaceful can you be when you're less connected and more confident in the relationships that you have? Of course, you're still going to use your phone. You're going to pick it up with purpose. You are going to put it down when you feel overwhelmed. And your phone is now a tool. That's who I want to be. It's no longer a habit. It's no longer an escape or a default in my life. It is with the purpose of building the life so that I don't miss out on my own life, but I also am not so engulfed in everybody else's life. That being said, I want you to do a 7-day attention reset. Keep it incredibly simple and things that you actually will do. So I want you to think of something for every morning, midday, and night. This is an example that you can do no phone for the first 30 minutes, or no phone for an hour, or no phone for 90 minutes. How far are you going to push yourself? This can be when you pray, when you go to the gym, when you simply just want a quiet start to your day where you are not looking at the notification, what happened, what they were up to last night, and really intentional for your time, for you to reset, to have a clear mind for the day and be not connected to the world for that first chapter of your day. Now, midday is a little bit harder. This is when you need to take a 20 to 30 minute phone break, go for a walk, eat your lunch, sit outside, read, give your brain a chance to breathe without reacting to your phone. If you're someone like me and you work in an industry that is very heavy on emotions and high stress and a lot of pressure, in the nicest way, I work for an attorney, and there's just always someone else's life that I have to worry about, or someone else's situation. Just taking 20 minutes off my phone towards the mid to later of my afternoon really clears my mind and reminds me that I am still in control of my life. What are those big dreams that I want to do? And I don't need to constantly look at what other people are doing and the life that they're living, and I get to just take control of my life and what I want and what that looks like. So taking that phone-free break is intentional, with a purpose, and doesn't let me react to everyone else. And then in the evening, I really want you before bed to change your maybe sleep cycle. A lot of us get a lot of our screen time in the middle of the night or right before they go to bed, and really enjoy your day of either gratitude, being in the moment, reading, or doing a hobby right before bed, before your nightly routine, and then maybe leave your phone in another room or keep it at a distance. Honestly, it's all about the small habits, about the morning, midday, evening, throughout the day. Limit your screen time so that it's not only intentional, but it has a purpose, and you aren't now just filling a void and have control of your life, because it's really about not spending less time on your phone, but it's actually about spending more time in your reality to build the life that you want, bloom consistently, and believe that you have the possibility to do all of this to become the person of your dreams. And it's not just about this challenge for 7 days. It's really about understanding that you have to believe that there's a problem. You have to understand the problem, that you have to shift your attention to what you actually want, wanting more, dreaming bigger, and living the life of your dreams, and then understanding the boundaries that you have to set so that you have control of your life. And it can be your phone, it can be social media, it can be television. Take this with a grain of salt and take it so that you create space and have that control back, and that you are no longer living for that dopamine hit and that life that you want, and really replacing the stress and anxiety and the fear that you get from being on your phone all the time with something that actually gives you joy and happiness. And what is that going to do for your life? Not only are you going to thrive, you are going to protect your energy, you're going to give yourself mental clarity, and you are becoming the person that you want to be without your phone. So, who is she when you are not on your phone, when you are watching TV less, and you are just scrolling with no purpose at all? Who do you want to become? What life do you want to live? And how can you build your life around letting go of your phone and the social media and the fear of comparing yourself to others? What habits are you going to do to step away from your phone? Let me know in the comments, because I'm here to not only inspire you, but support you and hold you accountable. And this community is here for you every single week. Of course, it's always important to understand that I am running a business here. I am on my phone and my DMs are always open, but I do set those boundaries. I do believe in myself for so much more, and I'm building the life of my dreams too. But that doesn't mean that we can't bloom together on our own path and on our own journey. And who I'm becoming is more intentional, more present, and more about living the life day by day and not letting the life consume me. So step away from your phone, step into a new reality, and let's build our lives together. I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.